See, all these bad guys were crafted with care. Now, how did I do this? It's so simple. What you do is you take the good guy and you make him bad.
Yes, you make him evil.
Let me give you some advice. If you're not in it for the money, you need to get out. My name is Richard Lambo. I'm in charge of character development at Marvel Studios. People always come up to me and say stuff like, how do you make your characters so cool? And I'll usually say something like, step away from the Lambo. But now I'm thrilled to share my secrets with you because somebody is paying me to do it.
That's
Quite a bit. Quite a bit of money. After I've guided you through this lesson, after I've held your hand, not unlike a child, you too will be able to craft characters that are Marvel cool. We're talking about characters that make the viewer go, oh, this person is amazing. My life is just awful. You know, I have a weak upper body. My smile isn't that great. My wife doesn't respect me. My kids don't respect me. I haven't been to the gym in years. I'm paying a membership for no reason. Things are just not good. These are things that we want the viewer to think. Shall we begin? So let's start with an exercise to illustrate this. Let's look at an iconic character, Frodo from Lord of the Rings. Huge missed opportunity. You can imagine that Peter Jackson probably looked at this character and thought, what are his motivations? But the more important question would have been, how many abs does he have? Are they visible? Are they proportional? Do they glisten when the character gets sweaty? A Marvel character disrobes, and there's an instant response in the viewer, this visceral reaction that stays with them. When they go home and they disrobe in front of the mirror, just a wave of disgust. 6 abs. That is the golden number, 6. You could probably get away with 4 abs. 5 abs would not look natural. Because where does the 5th ab go? Right in the middle on the belly button?
I know, right?
That would look insane. No. Now let's dive into the psyche. One of the most important things for a Marvel character is that they should always be snarky. The concept here is that there is no wrong time to crack a joke. Every single moment is an opportunity to get snarky. They're in the middle of a fight to the death. That's an opportunity for a joke. They've just taken a life with their bare hands. That's a time for self-reflection on what they just did. No, that's a time for a joke. Half of the city was just leveled by a sky beam. Countless lives have been lost. Well, let's get funny. So going back to our little friend Frodo, imagine, if you will, he's about to save the day, toss the One Ring into Mount Doom. Gollum has just fallen to his death and is burning alive. Now what if we had cut to Frodo, and he looked directly into the camera, and he said, that's gotta burn. That is how you earn Best Picture. Another thing we like to do at Marvel to really make the main characters seem cooler is to have them go up against a perfectly crafted villain. A villain with the right characteristics to make our hero shine. And you could just check out our track record on this. You know, Iron Man went up against Ironmonger, an iconic villain. Jeff Bridges, fantastic. Ant-Man went up against Yellow Jacket, just a bad bug. See, all these bad guys were crafted with care. Now, how did I do this? It's so simple. What you do is you take the good guy and you make him bad.
Yes, you make
And that's
him
why I'm
evil.
very rich. I'm so very
It's
rich.
true though, they do that.
So let's check in on old P.D. Jackson here. What did he do? Who did Frodo go up against? This Sauron character, this incredibly complex antagonist with a rich backstory. So rich they based it on entire books. Nobody's reading books. So how should he have played this? Well, let's break it down. Frodo was a little hobbit, right? So the perfect villain for him would have also been a hobbit, but he would have been evil. You see what I'm saying? See, through the use of subtle contrast, you elevate the hero. Was Gollum a hobbit? I don't know, I never saw the movies.
Yes.
Now, a problem you might encounter down the line is that you need to keep characters cool after multiple films. We're not just making one here, these are franchises. Everything needs to be a franchise, or else how are you going to afford that boat? Now, the problem here is that audiences get bored very quickly. I'm bored right now. So you need to mix things up a little bit to keep them engaged because they have the attention span of little field mice. A fantastic strategy we like to use at Marvel is to have the character get a haircut. Or maybe they
Kinda
grow a
true.
beard. Sometimes they can dye their hair. Some slight change in appearance will really keep audiences engaged. Now, what about our friend Frodo? How did he change over the movies? He got a little dirtier. That's not enough. If we had been in charge, Frodo would have been looking very different by the third movie. And finally, it's important to always be innovating. One thing we're just now getting into is giving our characters glowy eyes. We gave Thor glowy eyes in Ragnarok and people lost their minds. So that's definitely something you're gonna see more from us moving forward. Now, checking back in with Lord of the Rings, they actually came pretty close on this one. But they gave Sauron the glowy eye. One of them. But that should have been Frodo's. And he should have had two.
Drinking this little espresso, I like that.
So with that, you should have all the tools you need to create a cool Marvel character and work as a Marvel screenwriter. Now the rest is up to you, which means it's probably not going to work out. Also, this is my job and I can't let you take it from me. This is also
right.
making me wonder why I even did this. Oh yeah, the money.
The money.
I can't stress enough how much money I was given for this. I can buy an island. I could buy 2 islands. I can colonize both islands and make them fight.
So this is something completely different by Pitch Meeting, and I must say I did enjoy it. Very funny, very entertaining, very informative, believe it or not. What did you guys think about this pitch meeting? I enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below. Do you want to see more series like this about the Marvel Characters Tutorial Pro Tips by Pitch Meeting? Let me know if you guys want to see a part 2 of this, if they make a part 2 in the comments below. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, and thank you so much for watching. As always, my name is Will, and don't forget y'all, where there's a will, there's a way. Stay gold, my friends, and thank you for watching.